An Aberdeenshire police officer is campaigning to raise awareness about invisible illnesses after a shock diagnosis. Jonathon Davis was told he would have to live with lifelong pain and fatigue after a simple chest infection. Here's Kirsten Tate.
For Jonathon Davis, simple everyday tasks can feel impossible. A frontline police officer for 15 years, in 2016 Jonathon came away from a night shift with a simple chest infection. He didn't know then that it would trigger a series of conditions, leaving him with persistent and chronic pain.
So the best way that I would describe it is, imagine me woken up at 4 in the morning and you don't have anything to eat or drink and you just go straight outside for a run. But you're wearing too little clothing, so it's a bit cold, so you have to work harder to stay warm. So you head off and you're going to do 6 miles. And on the way you get lost and you end up doing 20. And you haven't fueled properly. You finally make it home, you're freezing cold, your body feels like it's eating itself, your joints ache, your nerves are in pain because your nervous system is completely overloaded. And at that point you start your day.
Overnight, Jonathon's life turned upside down. His lifelong disabilities, which include ME, now mean Jonathon works from home while campaigning to end the stigma around invisible illnesses.
If an able-bodied person took on an activity that was so arduous or intense that they ended up in bed for days afterwards and having to be prescribed pain medication, we would think that they are heroic or their actions are superhuman. But chronically ill and disabled people do that time after time after time, and they're labelled with lazy, and it has to stop.
Affecting 1 in 5 in Scotland, a public health campaign are trying to change the way people think about persistent pain.
If you look at the queue in your supermarket and there's 10 of you in that queue, 3 to 5 will be experiencing persistent pain. It's far more common than you think, but as you look at the queue, you wouldn't know that.
While he says it takes it out of him, snorkelling and watching his son play football are still on the agenda. However, Jonathon knows his limits, but he says his chronic pain won't stop him doing the things he loves and living life to the fullest. Kirsten Tate, STV News.